everyone, and welcome. I've decided to do my second book haul, and initially when I went to Books A Million, I went to collect 2 more adult bundles and see if there were similarities and differences between A and B and A, B, and C. However, they were out, and so I have opted for 1 fiction, 1 young adult. While I was out and about, I also found a couple of other mystery books, one from the Port of Blue, one from Bookhaven, and the other from Facebook Marketplace. So let's see how they go. The first box that I will be opening from Books A Million is the fiction book bundle. It has 4 books, which are supposed to be valued at $60, and the option that I got was option A. So let's see how it goes. Okay, where did I put my handy dandy knife? Here it is. Right? Oh. Ooh. Okay. Come on. All right. Here are the books. Okay. Oh, these look interesting. I'll go ahead and get this plastic off. We can go through the books. Okay, the first book is The Ones We Keep by Bobby Jean Huff. And I like the little note up at the top. It says, "You can't undo the past, but can you live as if it never happened?" Sounds intriguing. A quiet lakeside resort in Vermont seems like the perfect summer getaway for Olivia and Harry Somerville and their 3 young boys. But in a single moment, their idyllic family retreat becomes a mother's worst nightmare. Returning from her solo hike one afternoon, Olivia learns from a passing stranger that one of her sons has drowned, but not which one. In that moment, Olivia makes a panicked decision that will change her family forever. So that does sound really interesting and very sad. So we will have to see how this one goes. The next book is Long After We Are Gone by Tara Shelton Harris. And in quotations it says, "Don't let the white man take the house. These are the last words King Solomon says to his son before he dies." And that's already a sad start. Now all 4 Solomon siblings must return to North Carolina to save their kingdom, their ancestral home, and 200 acres of land from a development company that has their sights on turning the valuable waterfront property into a luxury resort. While fighting to save the kingdom, the siblings must also save themselves from secrets they've been holding on to. Junior, the eldest son and married to his wife for 11 years, is secretly in love with another man. Second son, Mance, can't control his temper, which has landed him in prison more than once. Cece, the oldest daughter and lawyer in New York City, has embezzled thousands of dollars from her firm's clients. And youngest daughter, Toki, wonders why she doesn't seem to fit in with this family, which has left an aching hole in her heart that she tries to fill in harmful ways. As the Solomons come together to fight for the kingdom, each of their facades begin to crumble and collide in unexpected ways. This sounds really interesting, and I find that the author uses the term kingdom as an interesting turn of for their property and so forth. But yeah, it sounds really interesting. I will definitely be giving this one a go. Next, we have The List by Yomi Adegoke. I'm hoping I said that name right. And there is no information on the back. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I will do my best to read the character's name without completely butchering it, but here we go. Ola Olaide, a celebrated journalist at Wamskin magazine, is set to marry the love of her life in 1 month's time. Young, beautiful, and successful, she and her fiancé Michael are considered the couple goals of the social network and seem to have it all. That is until one morning when they both wake up to the same message. Oh my God, have you seen the list? It began as a crowdsourced collection of names and somehow morphed into an anonymous account posting allegations on social media. Ola would usually be the first to support such a list. She'd retweet it, call for the men to be fired, write article after article, except this time Michael's name is on it. Ooh. Compulsively readable, wildly entertaining, and filled with a sharp social insight, the list is a piercing and dazzling, clear-sighted debut about secrets, lies, and the internet. Sounds very much like the Times, and it does sound like it would be a really interesting read. So yeah, I can't wait to give this one a go as well. And last for this box is The End of August by You Mary, which is already intriguing. I like the cover design. It says it's translated, so we will have to see. And again, there's nothing on the back, so let's take a look on the inside of the cover. In 1930s Japanese-occupied Korea, Lee Woo-chio, I hope I said that right, was a running prodigy and contender for the upcoming Tokyo Olympics. But he would not have had to run under the Japanese flag. Nearly a century later, his granddaughter is living in Japan and training to run a marathon herself. She summons Korean shamans to hold an intense, transcendent ritual to connect with Lee Woo-chio when his ghost appears alongside with his brother Lee Woo-gun, I apologize, and their young neighbor who was forced to become a comfort woman to the Japanese soldiers stationed in China during World War II. She must tell their stories to free their souls. What she discovers is at the heart of a sweeping, majestic novel about a family that endured death, love, betrayal, war, political upheaval, and ghost, both vengeful and wistful. So this sounds interesting. Yeah, it sounds really interesting. So I'm wondering if maybe she provokes, well, not really provokes, but contacts the ghosts, and that's how she gets their stories. It seems a little, for me, it seems a little weird that she's training for a marathon, but she contacts shamans, and now she's got to help dead people. So I don't know how I feel, but it sounds interesting. And again, I'm pretty sure this is cultural, and so I am willing to give it a shot. But I do really like the cover. I think it's really pretty, and I will definitely be reading this book, and I will have to let y'all know how it goes. All right, the second box from Books A Million is the mystery box for young adult. There are 4 books in here valued at $60, and I got bundle B. And if I do not find any of these books to my taste, I might let I might give them to my girls and see what they think about them. Because I have no idea how young we're talking. I mean, it could be preteens, it could be teens, who knows? Okay. Right. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. These look interesting as well. Let's see. wrap off of these. Okay. The first book is The Problem with Forever by Jennifer L. Armentrout. And it says, growing up, Mallory Dodge learned that the best way to survive was to say nothing. And even though it's been 4 years since her nightmare has ended, she's beginning to worry that the fear that holds her back will last a lifetime. Now, after years of homeschooling, Mallory must face a new milestone, spending her senior year in a public high school. She never imagined she'd run into Ryder Stark, the friend and protector she hasn't seen since childhood, on her very first day. It doesn't take long for Mallory to realize that the connection she shared with Ryder never really faded. Yet, soon it becomes apparent that she is not the only one grappling with lingering scars from the past. As she watches Ryder's life spiral out of control, Mallory must make a choice between staying silent and speaking out for the people she loves, the life she wants, and the truth that needs to be heard. Now, this sounds really good and really sad, and I will probably read it, and I will probably also have my girls read it too. I definitely like that she has to face her fears, or from what it's sounding like, she has to face her fears and actually speak up for whatever's bothering her. So, yeah, I am looking forward to reading that one. All right, next up we have Never Vacation with Your Ex by Emily Wimberly and Austin Sigmund Broca. What happens in Malibu stays in Malibu. Oh my goodness. 17-year-old volleyball star Kylie Jordan lives a life of player ranking, nonstop training, and a thriving social presence. Her one refuge, the vacation her family spends in Malibu with the Freeman News every summer. This summer, there's only one problem. Kylie and their son, Dean, dated for the past 3 months, and Kylie just unceremoniously dumped him. Hoping to spare them the worst summer ever, Kylie comes to Dean with her unconventional solution. She's going to walk him through her rules for getting over an ex. When Dean grudgingly cooperates, Kaylee's got her work cut out for her. Amid warm California nights and stolen laughs, Kylie feels herself falling for Dean all over again. With the trip coming to the end, Kylie has to decide between doing what is expected and taking a second chance on love. Sounds really sweet and innocent, and also something that my girls would definitely probably enjoy reading. Okay. Oh gosh, this has got video game controllers on there. I definitely think that my eldest will probably like this, and I might like it too. This one is called Didn't See That Coming by Jessie Q. Sitanto. I believe that's how you say it, and there's nothing on the back, so the inside. 17-year-old Kiki Segar is a fabulous gamer girl. Oh my gosh, yes, my daughter's going to love this. Actually, both of my daughters are going to love this book. Is a fabulous gamer girl with confidence to spare, but can't help but be totally herself except when she's online. Her secret? She plays anonymously as a guy to avoid harassment from male players. Even her online best friend, a cinnamon roll of a teen boy who plays under the username Sourdog, doesn't know her true identity, which is fine because Kiki doesn't know his real name either, and it's not like they're ever going to It's not like they're ever going to cross paths IRL in real life until she transfers to an elite private school for the senior year and discovers that Sourdog goes there too. Who is he? How will he react when he finds out Kiki's secret? And what happens when Kiki realizes she's falling for her online BFF? So yes, that's definitely something that my girls are going to enjoy reading. And it says that it is hilarious on the cover, so I'll probably read it too because I love a good book with humor. And then this one looks adorable as well. and it says web 2. Oh my gosh, both of my girls are gonna love this. This is a graphic novel, and it's called Crumbs by Diane Sterling, which I was not expecting that. Again, it doesn't really have anything on there, so I'm gonna open the front page, and it says, in the very special town, there's an even more unusual bakery with a selection of baked treats handcrafted to help your dreams come true. For Ray, a quiet young woman with special powers of her own, the order is always the same: a hot tea with a delicious side of romance. When Ray meets Lori, the kind barista who appears to be a professional musician, she gets a real taste of love for the first time. But even with the spark of magic, romance isn't so simple. Both Ray and Lori are chasing their own dreams, and even when Ray starts to see the future, she can't help but predict her fate with Lori. So yes, this sounds really interesting. And on the back it says, falling in love just got sweeter. So yeah, I'll definitely be giving that a chance as well. And I'm sure my girls are probably going to steal it from me. So now I think I'm going to start with the one from Facebook. I picked this up today. It's cute. It's got a cute little bookmark, and so you can see little sticky tabs and some, oh goodness, I lost one. Put that back on there, and some cute little stickers. Oh, that's adorable. I love that. Little book heart. A bookaholic. Yeah, that's me. I'm a bookaholic. Guilty as charged. More little book cuteness. Once you have read the book you care about, some part of it is always with you. Louis L. Amour. That's cute. Yeah, these are just adorable. Sorry, I'm enjoying looking at the stickers. Okay, so this one says that the tropes are dark romance, villain gets the girl, morally gray love interest, revealing plot, obsessive possessive love, and enemies to lover. And on here, if I can remove this little piece, says summary. A man driven by revenge crosses paths with a woman who was never meant to be part of the plan. But the deeper he pulls her into his world, the more dangerous it becomes, because some obsessions can change everything. So this sounds like a really good book. It sounds very intriguing. And let's see what's in here. Oh, okay. I have seen this book, but I have not read it. And so yeah, this is actually really exciting because I have looked at this book several times, and but have not pulled the trigger on it. So now I own it. It's Hooked. So I'm sure there are a bunch of people out there who have read this book, and I will definitely eventually be one of them once I finish all my other books. I know I have too many, but I'm having fun. Next up is the book from Porta Blue, and here is the little bookmark that it comes with, and this one too has stickers, but I gotta get them off. Oh, give me my stickers. Oh man. Okay, that's a little excessive on the tape. Come on. Oh, I got two of the same sticker. Oh no, are these stickers? No, these are not stickers. Okay. Okay. These are magnets. Sorry, my brain is not working with me. They're magnets, and I got two of the exact same one. And one little cute spicy book sticker. And this one just says, adult, I am spicy. And this one I paid $6 for, which is not bad. But the Porta Blue, if you do not know or have one in your area, the Porta Blue is a lightly used bookstore. And so that's why this one was only $6, which is fine. But but I love a good mystery. So let's see what I got. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. Interesting. Bared to You, a Crossfire novel by Sylvia Day. Gideon Cross came into my life like lightning in the darkness. He was beautiful and brilliant, jagged and white hot. I was drawn to him as I'd never been drawn to anything or anyone in my life. I craved his touch like a drug, even knowing it would weaken me. I was flawed and damaged, and he opened those cracks in me so easily. Gideon knew he had demons of his own, and we would become the mirrors that reflected each other's most private wounds and desires. The bonds of his love transformed me, even as I prayed that the torment of our past didn't tear us apart. That sounds really interesting. So yeah, I'll be reading that one as well, and I'll let y'all know how that one goes. Okay, the last mystery book that I have is from 7 in 1, a book sanctuary, and it says that it is fiction, a potent ode to love in its many forms, a die for you friendship, one night can change everything, and vampires. And it just comes in a little bag. And let's see what's inside. Oh, comes in another little covering. Okay. Ooh, Rachel Harrison's So Thirsty. This actually looks really interesting. Salome Parker is dreading her birthday. She doesn't need a reminder she's getting older or that she's feeling indifferent about her own life. Her husband surprises her with a birthday weekend getaway. Not with him, but with Salome's longtime best friend, troublemaker extraordinaire, Naomi. Salome anticipates a weekend of wine tasting and cozy robes and strategic avoidance of issues she'd rather not confront, like her husband's repeated infidelity. But when they arrive at their rental cottage, it becomes clear Naomi has someone else or something else in mind. I apologize. She wants Salome to stop letting things happen to her for Salome to really live. So Naomi orchestrates a wild night out with a group of mysterious strangers, only for it to take a horrifying turn that changes Salome and Naomi's lives forever. The friends are forced to come to terms with some pretty eternal consequences in the bloody, seductive novel about how it's never too late to find satisfaction, even though it might taste a little different than expected. So that actually sounds really intriguing, and it too comes with a bookmark with the store name on there. So yeah, I'm really excited to read these, and I will let you know how they go. All right, this is my haul. This is everything that I got from this book unboxing, and I look forward to eventually completing a review on them. I will see you guys next time. Bye!